Good day to you all, it's Mike here on Nintendo64, and for this video we're going to have a little fun. We're going to change things around a bit on the channel, and we're going to play a little game, and I'm going to show you some coins, and you're going to guess what is on the other side. So to start off, we're going to try with a couple of these ones, very simple ones to start with. You just have to bear with the tracking. There's like some kind of tracking. The camera's not actually moving, it's just focusing on where it's got to focus. Very strange stuff. Okay, so here we have the two coins. This is for the Flower Cup and for the Star Cup, and as you can see at the bottom there it says Mario Kart, and if I turn them round, we have a flower, it says Mario Kart, and we have the star also saying Mario Kart. Now these are 4 in a set. It actually comes with another couple, so we have the Mario Kart here as well, the Mushroom Cup, okay, and we have here the Shell Cup. Okay, so that was the warm-up. We're going to put them to one side now. We'll start off with a couple that are going to be relatively easy, and then as we move up they'll progressively get harder. So we're going to start with these. Okay, now here we have a couple of coins that have exactly the same logo on the front of them, but they do differ somewhat. This one has less shine to it. This is a bit more like bronze, so to speak, and this one's darker. But on the back they have 2 very different logos, but they both pertain to the same game. Can you guess what game it is? Now obviously a lot of you who are big fans of the series are going to know it straight away, and it is of course the game that released back in 2017 for the Nintendo Switch. It is of course, in 3, 2, 1, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now one of these coins is actually from the E3 2017 demonstration. Those that attended the event and played the game there, I believe, could get The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild coin. And this one also came slightly out in the US as well, I believe. This is where I managed to pick this up. I managed to get it off of eBay. But I can't really tell you the origins of where this coin came from. I can't remember if it's like a pre-order bonus or something, but I just saw the coin and I thought, yep, I just have to get it. So here we are, and that's with the Z logo. You can see the Silent Princess flower in the bottom right corner there, and the Master Sword, the Rusty Master Sword, going through the middle, much like as you can see in this coin here. So I'm going to put them to one side. That was easy enough, wasn't it? Move on now. We're going to go to a slightly older game now. Very iconic game, this one. Came out on the Nintendo Wii many moons ago. It's also playable on the Nintendo Switch. Okay, and you can see there's Mario and Luma here. So there can only be one of 2 games that it can be from. But because I've already said that it's also playable on the Nintendo Switch, I will let you know in 3, 2, 1. It is, of course, Super Mario Galaxy! And that is the first game in the series. This was a commemorative coin. It also came in a little box as well to keep it safe. And you can play this game as part of the Super Mario 3D All-Stars collection, which I believe is no longer in the market, but you can find it secondhand and even new in a lot of places. They've just stopped distributing more copies. We're going to move on to these 2 now. Now these 2, very iconic series. You probably know what it is already, but they pertain to 2 different games in the series. Now if you're a big fan of fighter games, then you already know what this is, and even if you aren't, you know what these are, what games they pertain to. Obviously it is for Super Smash Brothers, but which is which? So we'll start off with this gold one here, okay, and this gold one is for Super Smash Brothers for Nintendo 3DS and for Wii U here, okay, and as you can see you've got the flaming the Smash Bros signal there, logo, sorry, you've got the Smash Bros logo in there with the flames coming off of it. It's one of my most favourite designs for the Super Smash Bros logo. And then as we come across with this one, we have Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now this was a pre-order bonus in the US, I believe, and some other places as well. A lot of other places, like in Europe, we managed to get the steelbook, but in some regions they managed to get a coin as well. So this is from there, and as you can see, we've got the Smash Bros logo there for the O, but I do like the flames coming off of it in the Wii U and 3DS version. So we'll put them to one side. Go for another slightly obscure one this time. Now, this one actually hasn't got a name on it at all, but I will show you both sides and then see if you can guess what the coin is pertaining from, what game series it is pertaining from, and we'll go from there, shall we? So here we have this logo, which will mean absolutely nothing to most people who have never, ever played this Intelligent Systems game before. It was on the 3DS. It pertains to two families, and the two families are at war, and one of them has adopted a son which belongs to the other family, or son or daughter, so to speak. The protagonist can be male or female, and they have dragon blood. It's also where one of the iconic weapon triangles systems or battle systems came from. So, you know, like sword, lance, axe, it came from that series. And it is, of course, we can see here that this is for the Hoshido family, and this is from the Nor family. That's the Nor family crest, the Hoshido family crest, and it is, of course, Fire Emblem Fates. Now this coin I actually got in 2016. This was for Fire Emblem Fates. They had a demo in a game event that I attended to in that year called Barcelona Games World, and if you played the game demo you could be given a free coin. So that's where this came from. Woohoo! Do like free stuff. So moving on, we are going to do this one, staying on theme here, so I don't have to change the name of the series. This is also a Fire Emblem coin, but what game can it pertain to? Now you play a young mercenary who becomes recruited by an officer academy to teach their students to become officers, and you can become the house leader of one of the three houses. You got it yet? Well, you will do now. In 3, 2, 1, it is, of course, Fire Emblem, Three Houses. So this was another pre-order bonus. I'm losing my voice at the moment. Pre-order bonus, which came with the game in certain regions. Some people could get the steelbook, or there was the coin as well, and I managed to get the coin. No luck with the steelbook though, so we're just going to put that to one side now. Now, what else should we look at next? What are we going to look at next? We're going to go with this big one here, because it's pretty much taking up most of the space on the table. Now, as you can see, it is Earth shape, or world shaped, as we want to put it, or globe shaped. You can see it's a huge world, and our main character in this game goes on an epic quest of like ancient Greek proportions, if not more so, because in ancient Greek he only went to certain islands around the Mediterranean, whereas in this game you actually go to other kingdoms, so to speak. Now, if that wasn't enough for you, our titular hero also bears a very iconic mustache, dungarees, and a hat, who in this game is actually, his hat is all torn up and it becomes possessed by a hat spirit, so to speak, called Cappy, and it is, of course, in 3, 2, 1, 4, Super Mario Odyssey! Woohoo! There you are, this is a Super Mario Odyssey coin. Now this was available to purchase at Nintendo New York, at the Nintendo New York store. I managed to get this on eBay. Fortunately somebody was selling them because they didn't have them no longer in the store. But I managed to get it off of eBay, and here we are. And it's quite a meaty coin. As you can see, it's a lot bigger than most of these in the most sizes of these coins. I mean, most of these coins are around about 5 centimeters or 4 5 centimeters or 4 centimeters. I'm thinking 40, 50 mil, and I'm about to say 40, 50 centimeters. That'd be massive for a coin. That's more of how would you put it? A manhole cover. Well, this could technically be a manhole cover by the size of it. It's absolutely meaty. But, yep, no, it is one of the larger coins that I have. So let's put that to one side, and we will look at the other one in just a moment. Now we're going to move on to some special coins, as you can see here. We'll just do that, do that, and you as well. And you are now going to have to guess what is on the back of these coins. I'm going to start off with a relatively easy one, and it's going to work you into the others as well. So I'm going to start with this one, and it's, as you can see on the front of it, it has our buddy Luigi, or Green Mario. Hey everyone, it's me, Luigi. Ho ho! And what can this coin be pertaining from? Now, these 4 are from Club Nintendo. They were Club Nintendo rewards before the membership service, or whatever you'd like to call it. The reward service was shut down and then replaced with My Nintendo. And a lot of you can also criticise and say that My Nintendo has not been exactly the same, or, you know, nowhere near the same as Club Nintendo has been with its amazing, amazing rewards. So, here we have Luigi. I'm going to show you what is on the back. What do you think it can be? Okay, it's pertaining to a certain anniversary that was held in 2013. This is a 2013 commemorative coin. 4, 3, 2, 1. The Year of Luigi. Or, as I should probably have said, the Year of Luigi. Ho ho! The 30th anniversary back in 2013. Now there is another coin here, and I believe it's this one, though it could be the other one, but I believe it's this one. And if I turn this one round, okay, in 3, 2, 1, this is the gold edition of the Year of Luigi coin. So if I take this one's actually a lot bigger, it's a lot wider, but, or rather should I say it's deeper, and this one is a little bit wider. But this is actually yellow, and then it has a green and blue embellished there. And then this one is actually all gold, or rather, you know, gold plated, so to speak. So there we are. That's the Year of Luigi there, the 30th anniversary. Both of these coins came out in 2013 for Club Nintendo. Now, these 2 coins, also pertaining to Club Nintendo, and both for pretty much a similar kind of thing as well. This coin here, I'm going to show you in just a moment. I'm going to start with this one. This is for another special anniversary. It is for another plumber, mustachioed plumber, and it is, of course, the 25th anniversary for Super Mario Bros. And this obviously it came out 5 years before the Year of Luigi, but it's a similar kind of design here. Though the Luigi coin is more gold, this is more, you know, like off bronze, so to speak, or like dark gold rather, as you can see there. Okay, so those I'm going to put to one side. Now this, I believe, if I remember correctly, this was because of the end of Club Nintendo. Okay. And it is, of course, in 3, 2, 1, it is Mario and Luigi there with the star, the power star or superstar. And if I remember correctly, I believe this says thank you down the side here. And this is because it was to commemorate, you know, the many years of the Club Nintendo service. And this was like the very, very last coin to be done for the end of the service. I could be wrong. But I think that is what this coin was for. I think that's what I got it for. I believe that says thank you there in Japanese. And it was just to say, you know, thank you for those that supported the service. And, you know, it was a little nice little reward kind of thing to get, just to say, you know, hey, thank you so much for playing my games. Sorry, I'm going to try that again. Thank you so much for playing my games. Moving on. Right, so we have these 3, also Club Nintendo. They came out a bit earlier on, I believe, say around about 2011, I want to say. Probably not. These are 3 very, very big RPGs that came to the Nintendo Wii at the time. They look very, very familiar, and yet not, unless you are a big fan of these games. So I'm going to start with this one here. As you can see, it looks like a star and flames and stuff like that. And I'm going to show you what it is in 3, 2, 1. It is The Last Story. Okay. Moving on now, we're going to do this coin. And this one also looks very, very familiar. And yet not unless you are a fan or have knowledge of the game. Now, I'm probably holding this upside down. I don't actually have knowledge of this game. I've never actually played it. But I believe it is now available on Nintendo Switch. I think, I'm not sure. But it is, of course, Pandora's Tower. Okay, so we have Pandora's Tower there as well. And as I said, you know, these look very, very familiar. And you could easily mistake these icons for another JRPG, which we are about to show you now. And this is this one. Now, as you can see here, we have some kanji written here. Now, if you've played a particular fighting game on Nintendo consoles, so like the Nintendo Wii, I believe, Nintendo Wii U, the 3DS, and on the Nintendo Switch, there is a certain fighter in there who can change their movesets, and as you change them, they come up with these little kanji icons in the top. And of course, these are for the Monado. Now, the Monado is a sword which is in, you guessed it, Xenoblade Chronicles. There you are. Now, this is why I said that these look very, very familiar, because this one looks similar to the logo on Xenoblade Chronicles 2. You know, with the blade and the stuff like that. But that's why it looks very, very familiar to me, though I've not actually played these games at all. But Xenoblade Chronicles I have played, and I had just had to get these coins. These were part of a 3 sets for these 3 iconic JRPGs. Let me just turn that around there. There we go. And obviously that as well. And they actually came in a little velvet box, which had the plastic cases for each of the coins, which I've obviously taken out, and now I've been playing around with them with my hands. But that's all for the sake of this video. And now we have 2 more coins. Now, these are pertaining to video game characters that have been on Nintendo consoles, but this one is not actually a part of a video game at all, but it is to a video game character, which we'll get to right now. Okay, we're going to put this one to one side. We're going to leave the best till last. Now, this one is made as part of a pack, which was a Kickstarter project for a book. Now, the book was based on these 2 video game characters, this duo, which was a rare revival of a very, very iconic video game platformer, 3D platformer for the Nintendo 64. But obviously it features a new duo of a chameleon and a bat, and this coin is for a book or a visual novel, so to speak, like a comic kind of thing, for these 2 characters. It is, of course, Ukulele and the Cracklestone by Dream Prism Press and Platonic Games there as well. DM Combo was the guy who wrote the book. I don't know if there's any books going around in circulation, but it was available a little while ago on limited run games. They had a very, very special tome of the book available. But this coin was actually part of the Kickstarter project, which we backed back in 2018, I believe. It wasn't 2018, it was 2019, definitely. But we backed it then, absolutely loved the idea of the book and the games as well, so we just had to get that. And that is one of the other big meaty coins that we got here, same as the Super Mario Odyssey. And as you can see, they're pretty much the same size. This one's just a fairly bit thicker, probably around about 6mm, I'd like to say, and this one's around about 4. Just go like that. Yeah, there's at least 2mm difference in there. Okay, so moving on. Like I said, best till last, especially in our case anyway, because we are huge fans. It says here, inspiring everyone to play together, rare. Now, this can be any number of games, but obviously, you know, if you've been following us and you know us, then obviously you know what this coin is going to have on the other side. And it is actually in relation to this one here. This is where they got this inspiration from. This is what this game became because of this one. This game here, Ukulele, became Ukulele because, you know, the people that developed this game went on to create this game at their own studio. And it is, of course, in 3, 2, 1. I'm going to stop there, sorry. I mean, I could go on, but nobody wants to listen to me drone on in that horrible, horrible tone. Not the tune. The tune's great. I love the tune. Absolutely amazing stuff. Love the sound from these video games. You know, Grant Kirkhope was an absolute legend for making the music of these games. It's just drilled into, you know, our memories and nostalgia. And it is, of course, the Bear and Bird duo, Banjo-Kazooie. And obviously, you know, you have to give special thanks out to everybody else who worked on the game, including, you know, Steve and Greg Miles, and everybody else as well. I believe David Wise is in there somewhere. And just everybody at Rare who worked on Banjo-Kazooie and brought it to life. You know, it's an absolute favourite of ours. And we cannot wait to play this game again on Nintendo Switch when it becomes available as part of the Nintendo Switch Online or Nintendo 64 Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack. Blooming hell, that's a mouthful. But to be able to play these games again on a Nintendo console is what we are all about. We can't wait for it. And obviously, you know, we have the controller to play it with as well. Just had to get that too. And, you know, just can't wait to be able to play this game. So, thank you very much for watching this video and putting up with me for, you know, the last 22 minutes or so. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you'd like to see more of our content, then please be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, MikeTendo64. You can also stay up to date with all our latest news and reviews, personal views, giveaways, interviews, guides, and so much more at www.miketendo64.com. You can also like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and we are also on Tumblr as well. And until next time, that's not going to work, is it? Keep on gaming.